I was left with short-term memory loss.
I don't know much about it when I was a very young, baby, but it affects your learning, it affects my behaviour in some ways, it can affect friendship.
I get much more annoyed much quicker, and I find it harder to let things go, so I can bear a grudge for ages, and it sometimes leads to me not having friends for a bit.
Well, I had a lot of damage on my brain, so I'm not really clever for my age.
I don't have that much balance, so I feel scared.
When I was recovering, I couldn't talk or eat, so I can do that now, so it's much easier.
After having it, I ended up having epilepsy and autism that was linked to them.
I was really sporty. When I found out I had encephalitis and epilepsy, I'm not really allowed to do sport type things, and so that had to be stripped away from me. And to start with, that was a really big chunk that was taken away.
I would just say, keep practicing, because you get better as you keep on practicing.
It's adjusting to your new normal, and that new normal doesn't have to be stationary, not something that's going to be with you for the entirety of your life, but that can be sort of a transient normal. It can be changed throughout time. For example, me coming out of hospital, me barely being able to shower was my new normal. I had to adjust that and accept it. But as time went on, sort of my new normal adjusted, and sort of the boundaries of what I could do increased. So I think sort of the best advice is just sort of listen to yourself, listen to your capabilities, and sort of work incrementally to sort of try and do more things slowly without sort of pushing yourself.
If you're worried, if you're doing something really hard and you're like, ugh, and just stop thinking about that feeling, just move it aside, then put a new feeling inside, determination and believing you could do it.
I would say, even though it's really difficult at the time, don't give up. It might not seem that there is any positive, but there always is. You just have to keep trying and trying, and your life can be what you want it to be. It's gonna be a bit bumpy. Sometimes I'll have a good patch, but then before I know it, there'll be a little bad one. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be a bad one forever. There's still good in your life, even if you don't see it yourself.
Sort of be patient, really, because a lot of people aren't aware about it. You do struggle trying to explain it to people, if it's work or college, school, even friends and family, but you just got to be patient with it, really, and see where you can try and get help with, if it's with the society or with another special need charity or social worker or GP. There's so many areas.
So I put myself in my bedroom, try and have a little lie down, watch a film, listen to some music, just some alone time.
Sometimes I will go to Mum or Dad, and I'll just talk to them and I'll say how I'm feeling, and it does help me because it's something that I'm keeping inside of me. And then when I'm talking to my mum or dad, it's like I've been holding my breath underwater for a long time. And then once I've said everything I need to say, I just feel a lot better.
Try and chill out. Try not to think about whatever's wound you up or what's upset you. Try and watch something what's, I don't know, your favourite TV programme or a recap or something. If I'm not in a very good mood, I might watch Anton Deck's Takeaway if it's a recap on YouTube, or I might go and do a bit of pottering in the garden, you know, just to try and put your mind off something what's bothered you until you're ready to go back to it or you're ready to speak to someone about it.